Dear students, now we are discussing about prism. Prism is a transparent material. Prism is a transparent material bounded between two inclined refracting surfaces. AB one refracting surface and AC also be one refracting surface, and this BC is a base of the prism. Here we draw a normal on surface AB, that is MN, and now we draw another normal on AC, that is say NN dash. Okay, MN is one normal on AB and NN dash is another normal on AC. Here PQ is a incident ray. It incident on AB surface at Q. It makes some angle with a normal, that is say angle of incidence I1. Here the incident ray PQ refracts in prism. The refracted ray is that QR. QR is refracted ray, and it emerges from AC surface, that is say RS. Here this is QR is refracted ray. It bends towards the normal in prism because prism is denser medium. It is surrounded with other medium, that is say rarer medium. Here the angle of refraction say here R1. Here also we make some angle, that is say R2, and RS is emergent ray. It makes with a normal, that is say I2. So I1 is incident ray, I2 is emergent ray, and R1 and R2 are the angles that makes with the normal, okay, inside the prism. If you extended this incident ray PQ in forward direction and RS emergent ray also be extended backward direction, they meet at a point T. Here the incident ray and the emergent ray makes some angle at T, that is say dou. This dou is called angle of deviation. Angle of deviation. Here the inclined surfaces AB and AC are inclined refracting surfaces, makes an angle. This is called angle of prism A. Here AQNR one diagram, one quadrilateral, and QRN is one triangle, and QTR is another triangle. In QTR triangle, the angle at Q is say it is I1 minus R1. I1 minus R1. Here I2 minus R2. Here in triangle QTR, angle at Q is I1 minus R1. At R, angle at R is I2 minus R2. In triangle QNR, at Q is angle of refraction R1, angle R is R2, angle R2. we know the properties of triangles. The sum of the angles in quadrilateral is 360 degrees. In quadrilateral, 360 degrees. Quadrilateral A Q N R. AQNR is quadrilateral. The total angle is 360 degrees. That is angle A plus angle Q plus angle N plus angle R is equal to 360 degrees. Here angle A plus the angle Q means that is say 90 degrees, angle N plus 90 degrees is equal to 360 degrees. So angle A plus angle N is equal to 360 minus 180, that is equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. It is one important point. Then in triangle QNR, angle Q plus angle R plus angle N is equal to 180 degrees. Here angle Q is in diagram in triangle QNR, angle Q is say R1 plus R2 plus angle 90. Angle N is equal to 180 degrees. It is a equation 2. Another triangle QTR, that is a angle Q plus angle T plus angle R is equal to 180 degrees. Here angle Q is I1 minus R1 plus angle T plus angle R is say I2 minus R2 is equal to 180 degrees. This one angle T is that angle of deviation, because according to properties of triangle, the angle, this is a triangle QTR, the summation of the internal angles will be equal to external angle of external angle. So I1 plus I2 minus of R1 plus R2 is equal to 180 QTR, according to properties of triangle, the summation of internal angles is equal to the external angle. That is say I1 minus R1 plus I2 minus R2 is equal to the angle of deviation. That is say I1 plus I2 minus of R1 plus R2 is equal to dou, angle of deviation. From equilateral, this AB, AQNR is a quadrilateral. From that angle A plus angle N is equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Suppose it is say 1 and it is say 3. From one end to, it is angle A plus angle N is equal to 180 degrees. R1 plus R2 plus angle N is equal to 180 degrees. So, angle R1 plus angle R2 is equal to angle of the prism A from 1 and 2. So, this value is this is equation number 4. This equation number 4 value will substitute in equation number 3. We can obtain I1 plus I2 minus A is equal to dou. I1 plus I2 is equal to A plus dou. It is very important point. I1 plus I2 is equal to A plus dou. Here, when we are performing an experiment, if you increase this angle of incidence, what happens? The angle of deviation also increases. After that, at a particular angle of incidence, the angle of deviation minimizes. Then again the angle of deviation increases with angle of incidence. At what angle of incidence the angle of deviation is minimum, that angle of deviation is called angle of minimum deviation. That can be indicated by dou m. Dou m. Here, if you take angle of incidence on x-axis, and angle of deviation on taken on y-axis, what happens? The angle of deviation decreases with angle of incidence. Then after, the angle of deviation increases with angle of incidence. So we obtain a graph like this. So it is a minimum deviation. It is a minimum deviation. It is indicated by dou m. So it is angle of incidence. At a particular angle of incidence, the deviation angle is minimum, that is called angle of minimum deviation. At this minimum angle deviation, what happens? The refracted ray QR is parallel to base. In this situation, I1 is equal to I2 and R1 is equal to R2. So, at minimum deviation position, we substitute these values in these equations in 4 and in 5. We apply the minimum deviation position points. So here at minimum deviation, what happens? R1 is equal to R2. So R1 plus R2 is equal to A. So 2R is equal to A, R is equal to A by 2. Then I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2 means I1 is equal to I2. So 2I is equal to A plus dou m, because it is minimum deviation angle. So I is equal to A plus dou m by 2. So I is equal to A plus dou m by 2 and R is equal to A by 2. Already we know the Snell's law, that is the refractive index mu is equal to sin I by sin R. Mu is equal to sin I by sin R. What is sin I value? Angle of incidence I value is that A plus dou m by 2 and R value is A by 2. So here sin of A plus dou m by 2 by sin of A by 2. It is say mu. The refractive index of prism material with respect to air, that is mu is equal to sin of A plus dou m by 2 by sin A by 2. It is very important derivation for board examination and also very important formula for NEET and JW mains and MSET also. Okay, and in next class we can discuss about the applications of this prism formula. Okay, thank you. So if you like my videos, please like and share it and subscribe my channel Gnanajyoti Academy. Thank you.